the air right now. Here's your host, Michelle Meow.
Welcome to Swirl Radio, your A through Z, covering the LGBT, LMNOP, and everyone in between show. We are here every Wednesday evening, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, live, tradiov.com, San Francisco. So let everyone know, especially your grandmas. As you know, we're very, very grandma-friendly here on Swirl. And mom-friendly. Yeah, we've brought moms on here before. Our next guest. So Justin Bieber doesn't really know swag. I don't think so. Our next guest is swag, the real swag, the kind that makes you want to pour some sugar on me. Yeah, that kind of swag. She is legendary in her community. She is rock and roll, and she is sex, like I was saying earlier. She, in very many ways, all kinds of sex again. She's the executive vice president of Good Vibrations. Let's welcome Jackie Strano. I hope that was an okay.
That's a lot to live up to, but I'm going to try. Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm doing great. We're back into things. It's the middle of January
New Year,
and
we survived the apocalypse.
You're right.
We're here.
Yeah,
we're here.
So I'm still
we're
kind
queer.
of right. Yeah, I'm getting into
we're
it.
We're not private like Jody.
I'm very excited that you're here with us tonight.
And I'm happy to be here.
I should have thought of it, a long time ago because you ain't nobody. You are you're somebody huge.
I'm okay hanging back too.
Well, you're performing this weekend for the Shelter from the Storm benefit.
Yes.
And it's a benefit for the Allie Forney Center in New York, who, was left devastated from Hurricane Sandy. So tell us just a little bit about, you put this thing together.
Yeah. Well, the storm was completely devastating. As we all were watching the news, checking on friends, checking on family, making sure people are okay. And one story that kind of got lost in the shuffle was the devastation of the Allie Forney Center, and especially for West Coasters and people outside of the city. And it was actually my sister, who's a longtime resident of New York, since left, but what put the article in front of me and was like, hey, put the word out. Do you know about this? And it just struck me, and it struck me on a personal level as well. And I just thought, we've got to do something. And I can't just sit and watch these stories one after another. Let's do something. And I hadn't performed in a while. And I basically just posted it, put it out there and said, hey, I'm going to book a night at a club. And the Starry Plow is amazing in Berkeley, and great sound system, good community of people, long-time performance space. And they were totally behind it. And they said, great, put a bill together and let's do it. So,
wow.
Yeah.
And you just did it. That's just
did it.
Told you.
Can't
Legend.
sit and watch. You got to make things happen, Michelle.
You got to make things happen.
A few kinds of people in this world, and one of them you got to make them happen. Yeah,
you got it. So, I just mentioned it. You're performing, but it's not like you just learned to play the guitar yesterday. So you've been.
Like yesterday.
Let's get this out of the way. Let's just say one of your songs has been on the soundtrack for a famous movie. All lesbians know this movie, Bound. And it was a song
way back in the day.
Yeah, you were the frontman for the Hail Marys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What were those days like, and how did your song get chosen? What happened?
Those were days definitely before children. I'm a parent now. Those were some wild and woolly days, that decade called the 90s. It was amazing. The Wachowski folks who, then were the Wachowski brothers, now the Wachowski brother and sister, they did a little movie in between a couple of bigger movies and then went on to do The Matrix. But way, way back, they did this little lesbian movie called Bound. And this little lesbian movie, yeah. this little noir classic. It's an excellent movie. I mean, It's a fun movie. And met them, hung out with them a little bit. Saw in the script they needed a Riot Girl type song, and I said, well, we're far from Riot Girl. We're more like Riot Dykes. But if you want this song, check it out. Check it out. And they loved it and ended up in a scene. And
well, that's awesome.
Yeah, a good friend of ours, Susie Bright, was hired as the lesbian sex consultant. So yeah, it was a great time. And we were Shar and I were in an extra scene as well, but we got cut because our makeout scene, we didn't look lesbian enough.
What?
I looked more like a man, which I was like, Anyway.
So full disclaimer, Jackie is daddy to Shar Rednour of Love, Life, and Sex, who schools me here about sex. But before we get to the good stuff, because I'm pretty sure your sons are watching tonight, I don't want to ask too many
I
good
hope they're
stuff.
not.
No?
They should not be watching. No, we're talking about sex.
We've got a few minutes, probably about 3 minutes. Do you want to plug in a song now, or should we perform later? What do you
whatever
feel?
you want me to do. It's your show, Michelle.
No, this is the Jackie Strano show.
Oh, this
tonight.
is my hour?
Yeah, exactly. You're on swirl.
Well, then bring out the dancing girls.
Come on, let's bring out the guitar
All
and let it have
right.
it. Tell the name of the song and everything, and let it roll.
All right. This song is a little ditty I wrote. I'm moving around here. Get some here, right about there. Move these mics around. Do my own technical here. So this song is called Nola, Deliver Me. I actually wrote this song about New Orleans pre-Katrina. So it's a little strange and foreboding about it. But I spent a lot of time in New Orleans, loved New Orleans. It was a city that took care of me when I was a little urchin playing music on the streets. So wrote this song, and fast forward, it'll be one of the songs featured that I'll do Saturday night as well.
Great.
All right. I get drunk and I wanna kiss you, 'cause you are dripping wet with sorrow. I wanna kill the man who hit you, leave his body for the buzzards. Look in my eyes, you'll see everything. We don't need to talk tonight. I sit right here, you take your medicine, everything gonna be alright. Lots of people in this world walking wounded, haunted by choices they had to make. I see it in your eyes, you're not immune to it. Your gentle will's about to break. There's let's just drive away. Just go quiet. They don't even dare to fly. I hear the wail, the warning bell. Time to take shelter from the sky. Pray for forgiveness in the air. Pray for forgiveness in the air.
Woo!
Thank you.
I mean, I'm sure if there was a large crowd of women right now, you'd get bras thrown at you. We've got to take a quick break, but you'll be back with us?
I
yes,
will.
Of course
yes,
you will.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Michelle Meow with Swirl Radio.